Hey everybody, T-Man here bringing you guys another video. This one is going to be my match of the week, and today my match of the week is from the Royal Rumble 1995, Bret the Hitman Hart versus Diesel, aka Kevin Nash, Big Sexy, the Big Diesel, whatever the fuck you want to call him. This match, first of all, the reason why this is my match of the week is I want to pick matches from the Royal Rumble. I kind of want to do some themes for a while. And after the Royal Rumble, right after the Royal Rumble, on the road to WrestleMania, my match of the weeks are going to be going to WrestleMania. Then after WrestleMania, then my match of the weeks are going to go back to just great in-ring work and what I think are some of the greatest matches of all time. And so this one that I picked here, Bret Hart and Diesel. This was a really good wrestling match, and I'm going to point out exactly what I liked about this match, and what I really want you to look forward to, really look at what they don't really do today. First of all, guys, don't be disappointed. There is really no finish in this matchup. It ends by run-in, but really watch this match. Bret the Hitman Hart was the challenger, and Diesel was the WWF champion at the time. And what made this match really good is Bret Hart is such a smart, one of my all-time favorite in-ring workers. He really is, because I want you to watch the psychology in this match. What I mean by psychology is, even though it's fake, Bret Hart makes you think it's real. Now, you're facing a guy that's almost 7 feet tall. You have to be realistic. And you don't really see this too much, like Bret Hart chopping the legs down on Diesel. Now, notice that in the match. Notice how he goes for the legs of Diesel, and they're both baby faces at the time. Diesel was a babyface because he's coming off of Shawn Michaels betraying him back when Diesel was the bodyguard of Shawn Michaels. So they're both baby faces, and Bret Hart kind of takes over a little bit as the heel again in this match. Just like my match of the week from about a month ago with 123 Kid, this is kind of the same thing. Bret Hart kind of takes the role of the heel, and he really works on the leg, and notice that he goes for the finger forearm, he chops down the legs, he grabs the legs, he knocks it against the turnbuckle, and he does some cheating maneuvers that gets the fans against him. He kind of acts a little bit like the heel here. He gets his tape. Simple things like that heels don't do today. In order, the bad guys need to break the rules, and watch how Bret Hart does it. He takes off the tape off his wrist, and he ties it against Diesel's legs against the post, so it's against the rope, so that's against the rule. And then he grabs a chair and he hammers it against Diesel's leg. Very, very good match. And they both do, especially Bret Hart does a lot of rule breaking. He uses the chair, he does a lot of illegal things with the tape, gets the crowd really hot into it, and it was a really good technical wrestling match. Bret Hart really working on the legs, and then Diesel, you'll notice Diesel kind of fighting back as the babyface, and notice a lot of interference in the match because they were setting up their respective matches for WrestleMania. Like Shawn Michaels interfered a lot in the match, beating up on Diesel. Then you see Owen Hart and Bob Backlund coming in and beating up on Bret Hart, since they have a rivalry going on with him. It was a great match for someone that wants to enjoy a nice technical wrestling match. And the only bad thing about this match was it didn't give you a finish. It was just a lot of run-ins. Like the run-ins there's what, 3 foreign run-ins in this match before the referee finally disqualified it. But it was a great wrestling match, and it just kind of reminds you what things that they don't do today, like simple ring psychology like Bret Hart. And that's what I really want you to look for in this match. The bad guys don't really break the rules anymore, like taking off the ropes, using the referee, really using stuff like that to really get the fans into it. And not to mention, when a smaller guy's beating a bigger guy, you work on a body part. Notice how Bret Hart works on a body part. You know, yeah, it's fake, but what they're doing and what their job is to make you believe it's real. And Bret Hart does his best to make you think, hey, I'm really fighting the 7-foot monster, and this is how I would do it. I would work on this motherfucker's legs. And that's what he does. That's why Bret Hart is one of the best wrestlers of all time. in-ring workers. He really is that good. And anyways, if you guys want to watch the rest of the Royal Rumble card, not that bad. Jeff Jarrett and Razor Ramon for the Intercontinental title was a pretty decent match, and that was the Royal Rumble where Shawn Michaels was number 1, and he won the Royal Rumble, eliminating the British Bulldog. Him and British Bulldog were the first 2 guys to go in the ring, and they were the last 2 guys to finish out the show. It was a great Royal Rumble, all in all. But my match of the week is Bret the Hitman Hart taking on Diesel for the WWF Heavyweight Championship. And another good thing about that too is, if you guys want to see the whole rivalry between Diesel, Bret Hart in the WWF days, they wrestled 3 times within 94 and 95. The first time they wrestled was at King of the Ring 1994, and that was a good match too. Then their second match was what my match of the week is from the Royal Rumble 1995. And remember, now both matches, now King of the Ring was the same way. Both matches really didn't have a finish. Both matches didn't end by a 1-2-3. And then their third and final match of the pay-per-views of the WWF was In Your House, December 95, I believe. I believe it's 95. I almost guarantee you, but I know it's in Your House. And then that match had a finish with Bret Hart regaining back the heavyweight title from Diesel. So if you guys want to check that out, there are a great series of matches. Bret Hart and Diesel complement each other really well, and they put on a really good show. But until the next video, guys, hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you for the next.